So sleep is one thing where we have very clear evidence that sufficient sleep is important for children. The recommended amounts of sleep for kids, that's actually like a huge range, but there are a lot of important feedback ways that you can learn about how much sleep your kid gets. The kind of key things to look for when you're evaluating this with your kid are, first, do they seem tired during the day? If they are falling asleep in class, if they're struggling to, get through their homework without taking a nap, then they are probably not sleeping enough at night. And the second piece of it is what we call weekend oversleep. So if you let your kids sleep in on the weekend, if they are well rested, they should not sleep that much later. All kids will sleep a little bit later, they'll lay around in their bed, but if your kid is sleeping in 3 hours on the weekend, they are not sleeping enough during the week. So those are sort of two real world things people can look for in their own kids' behavior. They'll tell them something about whether their kids are getting enough sleep during the week. Sometimes when I tell people my book's about run your family like a farm, they're sort of am I optimizing my kid with a spreadsheet? But it's much more about decision making and prioritization than it is about spreadsheets for your children. One thing I think is very helpful for people to recognize, whether you like it or not, prioritizing sleep may mean deprioritizing something else. If you have decided that what your kid needs is to go to sleep at 9:30 so they can get up at 6:30 to get ready for school, and that's the amount of sleep they need, that means you probably cannot do a gymnastics class that goes from 8 to 10 every night because it will get in the way of sleep. Recognizing which are the things that are most important to you for data reasons or for family priority reasons, and then figuring out how you can organize your life so those things are priorities, while accepting that it may mean that some things actually aren't possible to do.